Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please watch to the end. There's definitely something for you at the end of this message. So this message was supposed to come in the month of March, but pardon me, I'm still accept it in this month of April. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to my month. My birthday is this month, April the 13th, and yes, I'm expecting gifts from all of you. All right, so I want us to talk quickly about people who think that they don't have any skills. So in the month of March, I was a speaker at an event, and my topic was on turning your passion into a profitable business. So I feel like it's something I should share with you as well, so that if you find yourself in any of these categories, you first of all know that you are not alone, and so that something can be done about it. The honest truth is, no matter how much your spouse makes, no matter how much your family has, there's something about having your own. There's something about finding a purpose. There's something about, okay, this is what I am doing, and you know, this is the impact this thing I am doing is bringing. This is the transformation it is bringing, and this is how much it is able to make me. My mother will always say that your own money is always sweet, you know. So I really just want to talk to the woman here who feels like I don't have anything. You know, it's easy when you have a skill. When I say to you now, go and think of that thing you are so good at doing, and maybe your friends always come to you for help regarding. It's very easy to say, I think I'm very good at writing. My friends always come to me to help them, you know, with their stuff, or I'm very good with baking, or my friends. These are skills that, you know, you could just sit and say, I'm good at this because my friends always, you know, ask me help concerning these things. Now, the next thing for you will now be to think about how to monetize that skill. We're going to get there. But I just want to talk to that woman that feels, I don't have anything. I don't know anybody. I don't even have any money. How am I going to do it? And also to that woman that also thinks to herself, I have a little knowledge in this, but I need to expand. I need to learn more about it. I need to understand what the dynamics in the industry is concerning or about this particular skill. And then you keep hearing things like, come and register for a course, come and pay for a course, and you're hearing all the thousand, million. You're saying you want to go for consultation. Like some of you come to me, and you know, I'm telling you, pay 500k, pay 100k, pay 50k, whatever the case may be, and in your mind, you're like, I'm just a student who is trying to make out something from life. How do I go about paying this amount of money because I don't have it? I'm going to speak to all of these scenarios, and I will tell you exactly what you can do while you are in that beginning stages of how do I figure this out. So first, I know that you have skill like cooking, and you're thinking to yourself, I can't cook, but what can I do with it? How can I make money from it? Here's it. You can become an online chef. I mean, you see people on TikTok making money. You see people on Facebook making money. You see people on YouTube making money. What exactly are they doing that you cannot do? Or are you waiting until when you have all the expensive lights, you've got the expensive phone, or you're able to buy your own camera? There's a lady I always use as an example for people who come to me saying, I really want to start this hair business, but I don't know how to. Oh, I want to start YouTube, but I don't have a good phone. I always take them to that lady's page. I've known that lady for at least 2 years, and she's been very, very consistent with posting. The quality of her videos is nothing to write home about. Even the way she presents herself whenever she's speaking on camera, maybe nothing to write home about. But you know what is consistent with her? She's always sitting down and pressing play or putting on that recording on to record a video that is valuable to you. As much as you may look at her and say, this her video quality is poor, she does not using a good phone, look at even the app she's using, the name is showing on it. That's your business. She's there making money, giving you value. Whenever you want to, you know, make reference to a particular hair, or you want to gain knowledge, you go and type her name and it will pop up, and you watch it and you get knowledge and you move. At that point when you're looking for value, do you really think anybody is looking at what you're wearing or how your hair is? I'm not saying don't be neat. Like, I mean, you don't have to have wigs to appear neat. God has given you a natural hair, and even if for some reason your natural hair is not up to par, and you decide to maybe be on a low cut, you can still have a nicely neat low cut, and you don't need makeup. I'm not wearing makeup, right? You don't need makeup. Just make sure you're dressed decently. You iron your clothes. Make sure you're not appearing on screen rumpled with rumpled clothes, because no matter what it is, you must show up excellently, your excellent best self. Okay, let it be that the clothes you're wearing is neat, it's not dirty. Nobody will look at the video and be seeing some dirty strides. Just that little that you think you have, use it. Right? You can become a recipe creator. People are selling recipe ebooks up and down. Why not you? You can also become a food blogger. People are writing about things, learning new things every day. And you know what? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do something that has never been done before. Just come and show us how you do it. Some people might cook with paprika, others don't. You might blend your green bell peppers, and others may just chop theirs. It's just your style. It's just how you do it. We may be talking about the same things, but what makes us different is our personalities that we bring into that game, okay? Or you speak, you like to talk. And some people feel that you can't talk. You don't get tired of talking. Have you ever considered things like being a podcaster or being a YouTuber even? Talk about something that really interests you. Or doing the job of an MC. Be a master of ceremonies. Like, don't tell me that it's for men. Go and search. Women are doing it. Women are doing it, and they are making money from it. So why not you? Or you can become a voiceover artist. There are lots of big companies, big brands, even small businesses that want to, how do I put it? They want to exude some form of personality in the videos that they, the content that they create for their audience to consume. And I just need somebody's voice. You may really have this really cool voice, and you're just keeping it inside, telling yourself, I don't have anything. Sister, please wake up. Or you know how to dress up. Like, you can pair colors to color. You can pair patterns to pattern. You can match anything, jewelry. They write corresponding jewelry for a particular outfit, for a particular event. You know how the kind of hair, the kind of look, and you are sitting, just swiping, saying to yourself, God, when? God, now. Start now. Just start it. Post it on your Instagram. When you dress up, take a picture of yourself. And if you don't like to show your face, because I know that's another thing you say, oh, I don't really like to show my face, I'm very shy. We'll talk about that later, because you see this lady you see here in 2020, how me show my face? I can't even take a picture to post on WhatsApp, let alone come here and be talking to you like this. But it's practice. You just it's all in your head. It's all in your head. The people that are doing it are not better than you. If we check what you have and what they have, yours might actually be of better quality, might be richer, but nobody knows about you now, because you said to just be scrolling on Instagram and on Facebook, on TikTok and on YouTube, just saying, wow, she speaks so well. It's practice. If you speak today, you will definitely not speak like that tomorrow. If you speak tomorrow, you keep getting better, you keep growing. But nothing changes if you just remain where you are. Or you know how to make hair, and you're saying, how can I make money? I don't even want to talk about it, because if you've been following me on this channel, you know already that there's so many ways to make money. So let's keep that one. Or you love to do makeup. Aside being a makeup artist, do you know that you can actually just come and be educating us about products for oily skin? I think that oily skin people are the most, how do I put it, sensitive kind of people. They're very particular about what they use. And how do we even know? All of us are always going to Google to go and search best concealer for for oily skin. Why are you not the one giving us that information? Why am I searching for it and it's not your information that is coming up? Come on, you can do better. And you don't have to show your face in all of this. You can just show us the product. For instance, let's say it's this fan. Let's say this fan is the concealer. You just show us this fan like this in the video and be talking. Educate us why it is the best, when we should use it, how we should use it. And we are going to be very grateful. And we will pay you if you tell us, oh, you come and pay me, let me go and shop this thing for you. You've heard of personal shoppers. You can also decide to be a personal shopper for strictly beauty, if that is something you know very well, or it comes easy to you. Or you are the person that whenever your friends and maybe need help, maybe they are trying to make a decision, they always come to you to give advice, right? And you just think to yourself, these people, I don't even know why they're always coming to me. It's your gift. Go and build it. When God gives you something, he does not give you the whole thing complete. You have to tell him, Lord, I'm interested. And then you start. And he helps you discover so much more in that gift. Do you understand? Then, or you like planning events. When they say, oh, these children are going to have a little birthday in the house, only you carry it on your head. You would make sure that the cake is ready, the decor, the clothes. You are the one remembering everything, and you think it's not a gift. You think it's only that person that is has named herself Pama and events on Instagram that should be making the money. Why not you? You too start something. You can even take it a notch higher by explaining, giving us a guideline on everything we need to have for a successful event of 50, an event of 20 people, an event of 100 people, how much it will cost, and the breakdown. Do you think that if you do that, if I'm holding an event tomorrow, for let me say for my baby or for myself even, or for a significant other, or even for a friend, that I will not come to you, that has given me the breakdown? Why? Is it because I don't like ease? I'll come to you. Or photography is your thing. You see those of you that when they say, sister, please snap me in church, you carry your phone, you bend. You think it's not a skill. Okay. I'm looking at you the same way God is looking at you. Keep sitting down and be saying, I don't have money. I don't know what to do. How do I make money? These are the different ways you can make money. Okay? And if you're still doubting yourself, there's something I always used to tell people. There's no problem you faced or are facing in this life, or we face in this life, that has not happened to somebody before. And the best place to go and learn about those events is the Bible. The Bible might look like something that happened eons ago, but trust me, it still applies in our very world today. I want to take you to the story of the woman that met with Elisha. I'm trying to get the Bible verse. Say I don't know Bible. That's your business. I'm just going to go and look for the Bible verse. While I'm looking for it, let me keep telling you my story. So this lady went to Elisha. Her husband had served Elisha, was his servant, and he had died a debtor. Okay? So she came to him to say, Lord, my husband, your servant, died a debtor, and the debtors have come to take my 2 sons as a repayment for the loan. Yeah, I've gotten it. So the story is in 2 Kings 4, 2-7. All right? And so Elisha asked her, what do you have in your house? Do you see why I said this message? I think it's a message. It's for the woman who thinks, I don't have anything, I don't know anybody, I don't even know where to begin. As long as you're able to watch this video, I mean, you have a smartphone. That's what it means. Okay? And she said, your servant has nothing there at all, you see, except a jar of olive oil. You may be thinking to yourself, I have nothing at all. But do you know that as little as a smile is a gift? Do you know that there are some people that are going through hell? When you just greet them, sister, good morning, with a smile, you bring them back to that present state. And they could literally hug you for it to say, thank you. Like, you warm their heart, and you think it's not a gift. You think that God has sent you to this earth without anything. It's not true. You are just the one thinking it's not important. It is important to the God that gave it to you. Remember that part of the Bible that says, all of us, our bodies, working together to serve the purpose of God. The hand cannot say it is more important than the eyes. Neither can the eyes say it is more important than the mouth. If you have small injury here, sure, you know you will feel it. You cannot eat well. Abi, your stomach will feel it because it's not getting enough food. Sure, you won't be able to even use the loo for some days because nothing has entered for anything to go out. Do you understand? So stop thinking that thing is too small. But I love what the prophet Elisha said, or instructed her. He said to her, go at once to your neighbors and borrow many empty jars. Now, before you think about going to borrow those jars, it means that you should have been a good neighbor. Because trust me, if you are such a nasty human being and you come to even ask me for my empty container of my I no go give you. I will not give you because you're not a nice person. So you have to be nice. You have to manifest all of the qualities of the Holy Spirit, the God factor that is in you, to be able to even do the things he has asked you to do. To be able to even say, Lord, okay, what's this gift you're giving me? This thing, is this the path I should go? And he told her to go and borrow empty jars. Of course, she was a kind person from this story. And her neighbors gave her those empty jars. And he said to her, pour the oil into the jars until every jar is full. And she did, and then came back. In fact, she kept pouring, and she asked her son, give me another jar. And he said, there is no more jar. That was when the oil stopped flowing. If only I knew how to speak in tongues now, this is the moment. But I want to tell you something. It is as unto you as you want it. What do you want? How big do you want it to go? But I also want you to remember that in desiring so much, you should remember to be faithful in the little that he has given you. Remember to sit down and not forget God on this journey, because most times when we just become very big, or when we've made it, you just feel like, I'm so busy. I have so many meetings to attend. I have so many people to attend to. I have so many others to deliver. You just wake up, you don't even talk to your maker. You're just going because you think that you can do it by your power. It's all right. Let's continue our story. Elisha said to her again, go, sell the oil, pay your debts. You and your son can live on what is left. Now, what does this say? God wants you to be profitable. He doesn't just want you to be doing business, to be living hand to mouth. He wants you to make sales and be profitable. Pay your staff, pay where you operate your business, take care of all of your overhead costs, and still be profitable so that you can expand and grow in your business. So when I say turning your passion to profit, I mean working on that, being in agreement with God to use that gift he has given you, that he has also provided graces for you on, because it's not everybody that can do what you can do. Like I keep saying it, that you see children's school, primary school, if they make me a teacher there, those children, if they see me, they will run. I will so flog them. But there are some people that when they say sit down, all kids, why you will sit. It's a grace. It's in fact, it's God's grace. Not all of us can do it. So today, sit down and ask you, what is that thing that God has given to you that you think is too small? Was that your own jar, little jar of olive oil? And if God has called you to this hair business, and you are seeing me on your screen, and I'm here shouting since, come and register for Wig Revamp class. Come and learn all the things you need to learn, the trade secrets, how to go about this business, how to scale, different ways to make money from this business. And you are just there thinking to yourself, what she say, I don't have money. I've given you so many opportunities to learn. You have these videos. I've written a book you did not buy. I said come and register for a Wig Revamp class. It's increased to 45K, but for my YouTube community, you still have a discount. Just click the link in the description box. Until you click it, you will not know what the discount is. So yeah, I'll be waiting for you in the DM. You can also register for the Hair Academy. If you've been on this business and you just feel like you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you want to maybe branch into something else, but hair is still your thing, you still want to stay here, but do it differently. What are you doing waiting around instead of just chatting me up? Let's chat. And you can still order this book on the link that will be in the description box for just 7,000 naira. If you are in Lagos and you want the paperback, you'll be getting the paperback also for the same price. All right, so make sure you take action. The difference between you and the person who seems to be excelling is that they are taking little steps every day. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? It doesn't matter how fast the hare is, but once he lost focus, the tortoise was able to reach and win that race just because he was focused. Be focused. If you're tired, rest, but don't give up, because I'm not giving up on you and God is sure not done with you. See you in the next video. Bye.